These actresses had it all: fame, beauty, and talent, but their lives were tragically cut short. Let's remember them for who they were and the careers they never got to fully live out. Actresses often live their lives under a bright spotlight, where their beauty, talent, and success seem endless. But for some, that light is dimmed too soon. Today we're reflecting on the lives of actresses who were tragically taken from us in their 20s, leaving us with memories of what could have been. Let's take a moment to remember these young stars, whose lives ended far too soon. Dorothy Stratten. Dorothy Stratten was the epitome of beauty and success in the early 1980s. She was Playboy's Playmate of the Year in 1980, a recognition that launched her career into the spotlight. But just as her star was rising, her life was tragically cut short. At only 20 years old, Dorothy was brutally murdered by her estranged husband, Paul Snider. Their marriage had become increasingly toxic, with Snider's jealousy and controlling behavior spiraling out of control. In a fit of rage, he shot Dorothy before taking his own life. His obsession with her fame and his inability to cope with her growing independence led to this heartbreaking tragedy. Dorothy's death shocked the world, leaving behind a promising career that was never given the chance to fully bloom. Her tragic end is a haunting reminder of the darkness that can exist behind closed doors, no matter how bright the future may seem. Bridget Anderson's life was one filled with promise. Known for her role in Savannah Smiles, she was loved for her charm and innocence, but her career was cut short by her struggles with substance abuse, which ultimately led to her death at the young age of 21. Bridget passed away on May 18, 1997, from complications related to these struggles. Her story is one of unrealized potential, reminding us how personal battles can impact even the most talented individuals. Bridget's death serves as a tragic reminder that the pressures of fame can be overwhelming, and sometimes, people need help long before they ask for it. 3. Martha Mansfield. Martha Mansfield's career as a silent film star seemed to be on the rise in the 1920s. Her beauty and talent were undeniable. Tragically, while filming The Warrens of Virginia in 1923, Martha's costume caught fire from a discarded match. She died from severe burns at just 24 years old. Martha's tragic death occurred in the prime of her career, a reminder that sometimes the brightest stars are taken by unexpected accidents. Her passing left Hollywood mourning what could have been, as she was just beginning to make her mark in the film world. Sulli, a K-pop idol and actress, captured hearts worldwide with her pure talent and stunning looks. She was best known for her role in the drama To the Beautiful You. However, despite her success, Sulli faced relentless cyberbullying and struggled with mental health issues. On October 14, 2019, at just 25 years old, Sulli tragically took her own life. Her death shocked the world and sparked a conversation about the pressures of fame, cyberbullying, and mental health struggles that many face but rarely speak about. Sulli's passing is a heartbreaking reminder of the importance of supporting those around us, no matter how perfect their lives may seem from the outside. 5. Sharon Tate. Sharon Tate's name became forever linked to a tragic chapter in Hollywood history. A rising star in the late 1960s, Sharon was best known for her role in Valley of the Dolls. However, on August 9, 1969, Sharon's life was brutally cut short at the hands of the Manson family. She was murdered at just 26 years old while pregnant with her first child. Sharon's death was senseless and heartbreaking, and her murder forever changed Hollywood. The loss of Sharon, a young woman with so much potential, is one of the most tragic events in Hollywood's history. 6. Eddie Sedgwick. Eddie Sedgwick was one of the most iconic figures of the 1960s, known for her role as Andy Warhol's muse and a fashion icon. Eddie's fame was fast and bright, but it was also overshadowed by personal demons. Struggling with mental health issues and addiction, Eddie's life was a constant battle. She passed away on November 16, 1971, at just 28 years old from a barbiturate overdose. Her tragic death was a culmination of years of struggle, and it left the world wondering what could have been if she had received the support she so desperately needed. Eddie's story is a reminder of how fame and addiction often go hand in hand and how important it is to address mental health. 7. Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood was a celebrated actress of the 1950s and 1960s, known for her iconic role in West Side Story. But on November 29, 1981, Natalie's life came to a mysterious and tragic end. She drowned while on a boat with her husband Robert Wagner and actor Christopher Walken. While her death was ruled as accidental, theories of foul play have lingered for years. At just 43 years old, Natalie's death left more questions than answers, and a hole in Hollywood. Her life was filled with fame and success, but her tragic end is a reminder that some mysteries will never be fully solved. 8. Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow was one of the most beloved actresses of the 1930s, known for her roles in Dinner at 8 and Bombshell, but her life was tragically cut short when she passed away from renal failure at just 26 years old in 1937. Jean had been struggling with a severe illness for months, and her health had deteriorated rapidly. Her death left Hollywood mourning the loss of one of its brightest stars, and her passing is a reminder of how fragile life can be, even for those who seem invincible. 9. Lupe Velez. Lupe Velez, known as the Mexican Spitfire, was one of the most popular actresses in the 1930s. But behind her lively persona, Lupe struggled with personal and career pressures. Her tragic death came at 36, when she overdosed on sleeping pills, ending her life in what seemed to be a moment of overwhelming despair. Lupe's death was a tragic reminder of how fame and personal demons can collide, and it left Hollywood mourning another talented star taken too soon. And her stunning looks. 10. Carole Landis. Carole Landis was a rising star in the 1940s, known for her role in 1 Million BC and her stunning looks. However, her life ended tragically at the young age of 29, when she took her own life on July 5, 1948, from a sleeping pill overdose. Carole had been struggling with personal and professional issues, and her passing left Hollywood shocked. She was a bright star who seemed to have everything, but her death serves as a reminder that not everything is as perfect as it seems, especially behind closed doors. Barbara Payton's career in the 1950s promised so much, but her personal struggles with alcoholism and her troubled life eventually took their toll. She passed away from liver failure at 39 on May 8, 1967, after years of battling addiction. Barbara's death was a tragic end to a career that could have gone much further, and it's a reminder of the damaging effects of substance abuse. Dorothy Lamour's career spanned decades, and she became a beloved figure in Hollywood with films like The Hurricane. She lived a long life and passed away at the age of 81 from natural causes in 1996. Unlike the others on this list, Dorothy lived a full life, but her story remains important as a reminder that some stars do shine for many years. 13. Peg Entwistle. Peg Entwistle, a promising actress in the early 1930s, is remembered for her tragic suicide at the age of 24. After facing struggles with her career and depression, Peg climbed to the top of the iconic Hollywood sign and jumped to her death on September 16, 1932. Her passing shocked the world, and it remains a haunting symbol of the pressures many actors and actresses face, especially when their dreams aren't realized. These actresses had promising careers ahead of them, but their lives were tragically cut short. While their deaths left Hollywood mourning, their stories also serve as a reminder of how fragile life can be, no matter how successful or beautiful someone may seem. Let's remember them, not just for their untimely deaths, but for the incredible talent and potential they left behind.